I got started in real estate on February 20th, 1998. And the reason why was because I've always loved real estate, and my profession before that was property management. So I actually, when I was just 18, I was a property manager in the building that I lived in. And then I just, yeah, moved on, moved to a property management company. So I thought it wasn't going to be as much work, but it was still a lot of cleaning, and but it was a lot of paperwork too, and I still really loved houses. And then I went on and started having children, and decided that I wanted to stay home for a while with my kids. And so I had a day home for 6 years. And then my hubby worked overseas, and he came home one day and he said, Cindy, I just want to come home to my family and my kids. And that's it. So I said, okay, well, if I have to give that up, I said, then I'm going into real estate, because that was kind of on the back of my mind since I was very young. And so that was in December of 97. I made that choice. So I gave my notice to all my families. I wasn't babysitting anymore. And on in January 5th of 98, I started, I took my course, and then by February 20th of 98, I had my license. So yeah. I realized early in my career that real estate was definitely more than just property. It was definitely about the people. And I think I'm very much a people person. And I wanted to see everybody find the home that they wanted. And I seen some bad things in real estate and heard some bad things. And I thought, I don't want people to go through that kind of stuff. And I thought I could be that realtor that would help them find their perfect home. And not that any home is truly perfect, but, the best that we can find at the time. And, I work very hard for my clients. And I think most of them would say the same thing. There's so many, like each story has its own, something special to it. But I know my heart is with older people, and maybe it's because I'm getting a little bit older. But I know this older lady, she's 82 right now, and she wanted to sell her condo. We had become friends, and anyways, yeah, she wanted to move into a senior's home, and 'cause she didn't want to cook or anything like that. And we put her home on the market, and and we got multiple offers right away. It sold in 5 days. And she was, to this day, I mean, she just talks about, how easy it was and how good it was, the transition from moving to from her condo to into a senior's home. So that's one place, that I really enjoy working with older people. This One of my very last deals that I just did. This one's kind of a crazy deal, but this shows um, how it's so important for me to make sure that my client finds the right home. So I had a client, and she probably wouldn't mind if I used her name, but we called her. I'm going to do it. She's not going to, no one will know who she is, but she came up with the name Picky Pam because her name is Pam. And we looked at so many homes. And so I literally have put on over 10,000 kilometers on my car trying to find Picky Pam the right home, because she didn't know what town she wanted to be in Alberta. So we drove up to 3 hours to go look at a home. And she didn't have a big budget, which to me, that I still wanted to see her find that home. And 10 months later, we found that home. That home popped up, and we saw it right away. And I just knew that's the one. I just knew it. So we went and we looked at it, and sure enough, that was the one. And so she has, her mom is 90, going to be 95 here in May. And so she wanted to have a home for her mom, for them to have a home for the rest of their lives. And so that's so exciting. We have possession on May 1st, so I can't wait to hand over the keys to them. That one I probably will hold dear to my heart for a long, long time, because that we worked hard and drove a lot of miles to find that place. So that was something very special, and I know she would be happy to comment on that one too. I think my honesty. I would drive, obviously, I would drive miles and miles and miles. And I have a really good home inspector too, or home inspectors that if the property is not going to work, we'll move on to another property. I don't want you buying a home that's going to cause you grief down the road. So I think I don't want to just sell a house. I want to sell something that you're going to be happy to live in for however long that you're there. So yeah, my honesty. Um, I've been in my community. Well, I mean, like I was born in Edmonton, so I've been in this community forever, my whole life. Raised my kids in Leduc, and so it started with sports, coaching soccer, and then I was a warm-up coach for 4 years in football, or 3 years in football, and then I went on to different things. Being on signing up for the Legion and doing fundraising and stuff for the Legion, being on the Legion board, and then I started going to a church in Leduc, and and they had what we called the pantry, and so we would go and collect food from different donors like Safeway or wherever, and we would hand out every week food to those people that would come and pick it up. And that was really, really special to me. And then that church also held a group called Celebrate Recovery. It's like a Christian 12-step program. So I got very involved in that for 3 years. And that was a wonderful program. And so I did some, like I helped with, we always had a meal before, and I love cooking. So I cooked a few meals for Celebrate Recovery, and just helping with um, not teaching, because we don't really teach a course, but we do lessons. So I helped with some of those and sponsoring other women and stuff like that to help them through their journey. Well, that was kind of really exciting. As soon as I heard about it, I should have moved a little bit sooner. Um, but I knew a couple of realtors that had gone over there, and I thought, I know these guys are really smart. So I wonder why they went there. It must be something really good. And then my broker went over there, and I thought, okay, that's it. I'm going. So it's Canadian. That was one thing that really, really spoke to me, and it was ground floor. And I just thought that was just awesome. And so just knowing that people that were over there, I thought that were starting this, I thought that's what I want to be a part of that company. So I didn't know like a whole lot about it. I just knew I wanted to be a part of it. I knew it was going to be good just because of the people that were there already. Thanks everybody for listening. My name is Cindy Miller. I am with KIC Realty, and I am in Leduc, Alberta.